All right, so just for somethings and giggles, why don't we make another article? Let's say this is like Introduction to Austin Taxi, and then we'd probably want a title. So let's make that H1, and let's say Austin Taxi, we get you there. Let's repeat what we had above. All right, and then this will be our first article, our Introduction to Austin Taxi. Let's reproduce that. Let's say Austin Taxi. Let's say Austin Taxi reviews. Obviously, this is an insane oversimplification of how to implement reviews on your website. But this gives us an opportunity to learn some new tags. So, paragraph and header tags, they have a lot of meaning. You know, they skip a line, they're a default text, a default size, all of this. But some tags mean specific things. And, you know, don't really add content, but just describe the content within them. And one of these tags is italics. If you want to make something italics, then we would describe it with an HTML tag. And this is kind of the old way of doing this, and it still works in modern browsers. And I'm just showing you this in the beginning to learn about the tags and about editing web content, but there is a more advanced and more accepted way of doing this that we'll describe. Well, I'll explain later. All right, so obviously I stands for italics. So anything we put inside this I tag will be italics. And this is nested within the opening and closing P. So it's part of the paragraph. So it has all the attributes of a paragraph, but it also has all the attributes of italics. So let's say we have a review. Let's say it's John Jacob Jingleheimer. Oh my God. Schmidt. Hopefully that's not copyrighted. Probably public domain by this time. All right. So John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, that is outside of the italics. So this should just have the paragraph attributes, but not the italics. And let's say his comment is, I loved my taxi ride. Thanks. So that's inside the italics tag. So when we go over here to our website, let's save it, Control S, and then go over to our website. Here we see our first article, and then our second article. Our title is Austin Taxi Review. Here's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, and here we see our content is italics. So that is how we describe italics content, and it is nested within the paragraph tag. Obviously, well, not obviously, nothing's probably obvious if you're watching this. If we put it outside the paragraph tag, then it will have italics, but it will not have the same paragraph properties, so it won't break the line. So even though these are on separate lines, it didn't line break, but it's still italics. So therefore, italics is an inline element, an inline tag. It does not come with line breaks. It does not block.